fantasy, mystery, and turn-based tactics, all wrapped up together in a nice, neat, little gloomy, atmospheric, and highly addictive experience. This is Inkshade. This is an indie title from Studio Vizel. Thank you to them for the review copy. I got a chance to play this during early access, and I have to say, the experience has only gotten better in the full version. So excited to play through a boss here for you and show you how this whole thing works. And so with that, let's go ahead and place our starting crew. So, because we are a little bit farther along in progress, we have a full hand. So we've got 9 choices of randomly selected characters. That's sort of from our deck over here. And here you can see the various stats of the deck of characters that we have, so to speak. And we have 6 deployment slots that you can see right here along the bottom. So I've got to sort of strategically select which characters we are going to put down here. So ultimately, the goal is not only to kill the monarch here, but this little gold space that they're on. If in fact we're able to put one of our characters on there and survive the end of a turn, we actually could just win outright without even having to kill that character. So, with that in mind, let's figure out exactly how we want to approach this. So clearly, you know, this is a situation where we're likely going to want to pick one side or the other to go down. These doors, I believe, are destructible. Obviously, the first priority here is just to, you know, to take people out. Because these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish characters are going to be a little bit of a problem for us if we don't address it. Realistically, actually, it's only 5 characters. This one right here, this Guardian, we happen to have one as well. They don't have any attack of their own. They're more a tank, just to draw enemy fire. But we've got one here that has a range of 4, does 2 magic damage. You can see there the little purple icons on the left. You could see actually they've got a range of 5. You could see the crosshairs in the top right corner. For this character model, the 3 red dots is their health, and the boots is the number of spaces that they're able to move. This character down here at the bottom left has 1 shield, which means that it will negate 1 instance of physical damage. Nobody else looks like this one has a shield as well. So we kind of have to plan out how we are going to do it accordingly. Now, the thing about this Guardian here, which we have one of our own, is that they have a, let's see, where is it? A defense of 3 magic and a defense also of 3 physical. Now, if we look through here, pretty much every enemy except for the final boss here does less than that, which means if we can be very strategic, and I should say meets does not beats, if that makes any sense. So for instance, this enemy here does 3 physical damage. Since we have 3 physical defense, it'll cancel out exactly, so we don't have to worry about our Guardian getting got. So what that means is that we can sort of put them out there to lure attacks from other enemies, which I think would be a great way of going about it. So I think the way we're going to think about this is we're going to try to see which enemies would get involved from the other side of the map, depending on which side you know, we choose to go down. I'm thinking we may just go up on this right side here. That's kind of my my instincts now. So, first things first, though, we got to take care of business for these enemies here. So let's take a sorcerer. They do crazy amounts of magic damage, as you can see. They'll take this guy straight up. We need more enemy or more characters that will do at least 3 damage. The Guardian we don't really care about. This one right here. Maybe if we throw another sorcerer here, that will help. Gotta get a character that does 4 damage. That's not gonna cut it. We could do our horsemen. Maybe throw them over here to take care of the one on the left. We've got 2 guardians, probably don't need 2. We'll throw this magic user, I believe a arbiter is what it's known as. We'll chuck our guardian maybe right here. And last but not least, we've got an archer. I'm trying to decide if that is in fact who we want to take. I think so. I think ultimately that's who we're gonna roll with. So let's take this guy out. Fortunately, we always get to go first in the initiative. That guy will be taken out there. We'll take out this guy up on his little perch. We'll send our horsemen over here to kill them. And as you can see, each time we kill an enemy, we're getting a little bit of money, which is super duper nice. Archer kills this first horseman, and Sorcerer kills this horseman. And we can move our Guardian, since we're going to the right, we could start moving our Guardian to the east. There we go. End turn, and let's see how the enemies decide to move around, if in fact they do decide to move. Oh, they are, actually. I did not expect that. Okay. So the reason why that did not work, why we didn't take any damage, is that we've got 3 magical defense, as you can see here. The 3 purple shields on the mid left-hand side. This guy does 2 magical damage. So we got quite fortunate that they didn't do any damage to us. Our sorcerer, I would love them to be able to take out this guy. Now, the rub is it has to be a straight line. So we may have to swap them around a little bit. Let's see, is that... How do we work the angles to take them out? If I go here, it's not quite going to do it. If I do it here, that will do it. Okay, cool. Realistically, we can just start moving people to the right. We're going to put our Guardian in front, so we're just going to give them some space to move up. Let's just move everybody up. Actually, oh, I could attack this Guardian, but really there's not a huge need to. Actually, you know what I can do? Is I can move this guy here and hit that guy from way downtown. Isn't that cool? It's crazy range from this archer, so I really enjoy having these significantly ranged characters doing work for us. Let's go and end our turn there. Now, the issue is, once we open this gate, we are going to become eligible for attack from some of these individuals here. And this guy hits for 3, so we certainly want to be cognizant of that. This one hits for 3 as well. So what we may do is go ahead and break down the gate. That opens up, as I said, a lot of enemy participation. Now, I wonder if I move up here into this gap, lock it in, they can't hit anything behind us, which is actually very, very good. And nobody is even really aware of our presence. These guys, as you mouse over them, you can see the orange is what they're able to hit with their weapons. The blue is where they're able to move to. So this guy here can see a little bit into this open area. But realistically, it's just these 3 right here in the middle that we have to be worried about. So let's get our crew queued up. Put that one there. We will put this one here. Actually, let me see. Does anybody have defense? This guy's got significant defense, which means we definitely need a sorcerer to take them out. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health. Sorcerer does 7 damage, so they are our solution for killing them. So that is good. We need 4 physical damage to take this guy out and 3 physical damage to take that one out. Or magic. Either way. This guy... Let's see. They do 5 damage total, right? Because they do 3 physical plus 2 magic. I think that they're a good candidate to go here. Our archer, we'll get to in a second. Let's bring our horseman up here, our knight. Our sorcerer is already fired, so they're just going to stay tucked there. And our archer is going to be there. And there we go. That's the end of the turn. And let's see what our enemies decide to do. Cool. They're going for the guardian, which is excellent. And they're actually coming forward a bit closer, which is... Well, I was going to say it's good for us, but now it's a little bit problematic, because I can't move through them. We may have to rearrange a little bit, which could be somewhat of an issue. How do we want to do this? Well, they can't shoot in. So we're going to have to move our horsemen here. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to move this guy backwards like that. Move the guardian here out of the way. This sorcerer can take this guy out straight up. Like that. I am worried about this guy in the back. This guy, see, here's the thing. This guy only does 3 physical damage, so if I put my sorcerer out on a little bit of an island, it's not ideal. But they'll only take 2 damage, which is not great. But it might be what needs to happen. You can also see that there's a potential to shoot enemies. Boy, we're in a little bit of a tough spot here. Guy can hit my sorcerer, so what I think I'm gonna have to do is just move the sorcerer over 1, because you need at least 1 space in between yourself and an enemy to hit them. So that unfortunately is not going to work out. So we're just going to end our turn here. They're going to get a free hit on us, which is too bad. Let's see. Yeah, so okay, our sorcerer can do their work here. Boom. And then our, let's see how we're going to do this. We really need a melee person up front. So we're going to move them back. We're going to move them back. And then melee up here. And then we'll move this one forward. We'll move our guardian forward. And I think nobody should aggro us this turn. So a little unfortunate that our sorcerer took some heat. But I think it's okay. We don't have to worry about this guardian right now. Although we could use it as a way to go up here on this walkway and just sort of go around and take pot shots at the boss from there. And I don't think anybody down here will be able to even hit us up on the walkway. So maybe that's our win condition there. So what that would mean is I need to take out the guardian here. And not get close enough that this sorcerer can attack me. So what I think that means is they come over here. I kill the guardian. I am a little worried about this guy here. There's no overlapping fire though, so we might be okay. Let me just double check my angles here. Come here like this. Let's see here. Move our guardian forward as much as we can. Move our... oh no, sorry, that was our sorcerer. Move our guardian forward. Move them. Move our archer as well. We'll probably take a little bit of heat from this enemy over here. We'll get one shot off at us. Oh, but they attacked the guy that has magic defense. So that's actually huge for us. Alright. Again, these guys have no overlapping zones of fire, which is fantastic. So the math checks out. I just come on up here. Take them out. And that's that. Cool. So now we could start picking people off. So for instance, I could move the sorcerer over here. See what this archer is able to hit. Not much, actually. So boom. Take that sorcerer out straight up. Oh, he can hit me. Because of, okay, okay. Let's see what else we might be able to do here. Move them up. Move the... Let's see, is there anybody else who can see him? What if I move the guardian just, like, right in front of his face? I move this guy up here. We move our archer as far forward as possible. Let's see what their archer decides to do. Cool. He actually goes for the guardian, so that worked out as well as could have been hoped. All right, now we're in a position where we've got a knight behind here that I'm a little worried about. Who all would be able to see him? All these four would be able to see him, but I don't think that's a bad thing. So let's come up here. Let's block that. Let's see who all he can hit. Yeah, he can fire down this way, which I don't love. So maybe let's swap out for one of the sorcerers. So let's check the math again. All right, this guy needs to come out of the way here. This guy needs to tuck himself up here. This guy needs to start coming up. That's great. I could take some some pot shots at these enemies over here, I guess. So if I came here, who is it that I exactly could hit? Oh, just this sorcerer over here. No, I don't need that. That's fine. All right. Yeah, a lot of this is just rechecking your math and your angles just to make sure that you're not sort of unduly putting your guys in a tough position. All right, they're gonna fire at my tank there. Archer's taking a little step forward. That's good for us. That's actually fantastic. We go here and fire. This knight will not be able to reach us. I'm just gonna keep my tank right where they're at. Let's start moving people in up behind. And I could start moving people in up these stairs because nobody else has visibility on them right now, right? Yeah, doesn't look like it. So that means the sorcerer can go up here. This guy can follow in close proximity. The knight can go up here. And the guardian just stays put where they are. Cool. Yeah, keep firing away at my tank, please. Alright, can I hit him where I'm sitting? Or do I need to move forward? I've got to move forward a bit. Yeah, I've got to move forward a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how far the archer can fire. They can fire only 3 spaces, so I can afford moving up a little bit. Just one hit kill them, like so. Alright, now he does have the angle on us if we are not careful. Means I've got to move forward a little bit. Like that. Now he no longer has the angle on us, which is great. If I move my sorcerer up 1, who can I hit? I can hit this sorcerer downtown. Let me see if there's anybody else who might be able to pull some shenanigans. These guys' range is too far, so I think we're okay. Alright, there we go. Let's take him out. And the nice thing is there's really not much aggro to speak of. Even though I killed a guy next to all these enemies, they're not really gonna react. Which is kind of neat. So it gives me a little bit more breathing room in terms of like the order of operations of how I'm killing people, taking out enemies. All right, I think that's that. They're gonna keep firing at me, and I'm gonna keep pushing them back as far as I can. Yeah, this guardian is really saving our bacon. All right, who has this hex here covered? They do. Possibly them. Does have me a little bit nervous. Who all can I hit? Yeah, if I'm not careful, this archer will be able to come up and get a shot off on us. That's what I'm nervous about. I think if we play it cool... See, nobody can hit me up here except for this guy. Which means I'm okay with standing up here, taking them out. Let's see. Now, what if I were to... Oh, I can move around the corner here. What if I were to come here? Oh, no, not there. Yeah, I want to be able to take both of these enemies out. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. That's the issue. This guy is not going to be much help. Yeah, I'm very worried about them attacking my sorcerer here. That's what I'm trying to prevent. I guess I can really just, like, rush them and try to mitigate it that way, because this guy has more health anyway. I think that may be what I do. Not super ideal. And then my archer comes up here. This guy... I'm a little worried about him. Well, I guess he's got plenty of health. I don't need to be too worried about it. Put him there. And then my my knight back here. Alright, so somebody here is going to take some damage. Alright, that's not bad. One damage done to our guy over here. Okay, who wants to do the honors? Well, we should also start thinking about how we want to clear the rest of the field here in preparation, as well as where their aggro range is, like their sphere of awareness. So obviously, move them in, take them out. Alright, this guy is going to aggro once I hit these spaces. They've got a pretty significant range. That does have me a tad worried. Fortunately, none of the guys down here can fire up onto the platform. It's really just this one here. And we don't have to worry about the main boss until we get a little bit closer. So, where can I tuck you to do the most amount of good? I think I'm going to push them forward right here. That will block a little bit of space for us. Let's throw them in here. I can actually snipe some people from up here with my sorcerer. Why not, right? Let me just double check that nobody can hit me up here. Doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna come forward one, take them out. Come forward. Actually, I can hit them pretty far. If I come here, nice. I can actually take them out entirely. That's great. Cool. That is a big load off my mind. Ooh, and look at this. There's a little guy tucked down here. Is it? Oh no, maybe it's a treasure chest. All right, let's see what the enemies decide to do. Okay, nope, nobody aggro's there. Ooh, I could just straight up take this enemy out with my archer. See, these ranged characters are so good. Like my sorcerers and my archers, I love having them. Just being able to snipe them from like way downtown. So there we go. See you later. Anybody else that I can kind of clear out from up here, I would love to do that. Actually, yes. If I come here, I do bajillion damage. 20 script just for killing that one guy. That's fantastic. Alright, where is their aggro? Alright, they actually have a pretty decent read on where we are. Now, got to be very careful here, because my Guardian here only has 1 health, even though they've got a ton of defense. This enemy here does 5 damage, so they will go down at the first, like, opportunity. So I can't be, like, too cavalier. So if I want to go right here next to the lantern. Does anybody have the lantern covered? Doesn't look like it. Just tuck them right there. How might I... Maybe this sorcerer can take this archer out. I'm not too worried about this melee guy down here. And if we do it right, we should be able to just aggro this the boss over here and not even have to worry about this half of the map, right? Which would be an annoyance in and of itself. Hopefully that's just something we can not even have to worry about. Alright, we could pretty much go up along this top path and not have to worry about anything. So we'll just go there. And we'll go here. And that should be it. Okay, our turn again. Nice. Yeah, I would love to take... Oh, okay, this... Looks like there's a way to take this enemy out. Yes. So if I just come up here... Boom. Oh, wow. That didn't even totally kill him. Oh, it's because they have a little bit of armor defense. I should have used my sorcerer there. That was somewhat of a misplay. How far are their ranges? They're not too far. So if I were able to bring my sorcerer down here, maybe I would be able to take them out next turn. Which would be the desire. Let's pop up our sorcerer here on the edge. And let's just end our turn there. Alright, now they're aggroed because, you know, I've actually hit them. Can't quite hit this guy yet. It is a little annoying. Oh, I can finish the job on this guy. I think. Where do I have to go? Just one space back. There we go. Nice. Alright, don't have to worry about you anymore. Alright, let's move the sorcerer 2 spaces forward. Just kill it there. Where is your aggro? Your aggro is getting a bit closer. Because they're gonna be one-shotting my dudes left, right, and center if I'm not careful. Yeah, this Guardian is a little bit of an awkward spot here. And they've got 2 physical defense, which means, really... Yeah, I need 1 shot from my sorcerer is what it comes down to, because I've got 7 damage. They've got 5... no, sorry, they've got... Okay. No, I would need a couple hits, because they've got 6 health, plus 2 magical damage, so I would need another source of damage. In a perfect world, I would just straight up one-shot them, but I'm gonna have to find a way to 2-shot them. So, what that means is, I think... I'm gonna bring my sorcerers down here, and just try to hit them from way downtown, like from this little area to the side. Let my melee folks come in through here along this this little top area. So, to that end, let me start bringing my sorcerer back. We will push our knight there. This guy doesn't really have much of a range to speak of, so he'll go up there as well. Alright, end our turn. Okay. Make sure nobody's gonna aggro. No. Alright, we're good. Here we go. Boom. Take him out. Alright, that gives us plenty of space to work with. Let's bring our sorcerer down there. Yeah. Trying to figure out what order I want to do this in. But it's a little bit awkward. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to move my archer out here as well. I'm going to put my horseman up here. The guardian is just going to chill up here, maybe to get the first shot from the enemy. They're going to go down. I've got a second guardian in my deck, so whatever happens after this, I'm not too worried about that. Alright, I think that's everybody for now. Let me push the guardian out of the way. It's right there. Let's see, oh, see, this is tough because I don't quite have the angle to get them with my sorcerer. Or maybe it's just a range thing. Hang on. So if I go to this one right here, I've got the angle. Right. Put our knight up there. Put them behind our knight. Bring the sorcerer down. I don't know, maybe we keep our archer up here on the parapet, depending on where this enemy goes. How about we try that? Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of prep work in setting this up. I'm just very worried about this enemy. Okay, this is good. Yeah, we can get a couple shots off. Actually, we don't even need to really stress too much. I think our sorcerers here are gonna get the job done. Keep moving them over. Next turn, we should be able to just burn them down. Yeah, and even our knight can get there in one turn, which is fantastic. And the nice thing is, we can just then, at that point, we could push our guardian down, and these guys can fire as much as they want, and they will not dent at all. And we can just do a full-on retreat with the rest of our troops. Let me just be here. Yeah. Okay. So we will fire from here. Right? Make sure there's no aggro from there. Yeah, just push them forward one. End their turn. Okay. Alright, this is it. Nobody else is going to spot me, so move them up here. Fire. Come over here. Oh no, that's not quite going to work. Hang on. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Come up in here. Alright, there we go. Killed the tier 2 boss. That's great. Let's start bringing our guardian down. The horseman is gonna aggro, as is this archer. So this will be interesting. I guess I could bring my sorcerer up here and get whatever's in this box. There we go. Got some money. That's nice. We'll bring them down. We'll bring our archer over. And here we go. Oh, okay. They blocked that damage. They did not block that damage. That's fine. I want to be careful. I don't want to set off a whole bunch of, like, cascading enemy attacks. So let's see who all has visibility on the scene. This guy does here. This guy kind of does. This guy does... Okay, so there's a little bit of homework that needs to be done. In a manner of speaking. This guy can just attack him straight up and take him out. There we go. We're going to win the scenario. Our guardian is going to go here. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else who's going to attack. This guy is going to attack, but it doesn't matter because he can't kill our guardian. This guy might be able to do some damage, so I would like to take them out if possible. But he only does 3 damage. No, this guy only does 1 damage. So, as long as I back up out of harm's way, I think we've won the scenario. Let's test that theory. He shoots at the guardian, no sweat. This guy shoots at the guardian. And this guy... Beautiful. And that's it. That is the conclusion of our scenario. Thus does the final monarch perish. But never mind them, you have what you came for, the needle of the star point. It will direct you to the gate and ultimately to the abyss. What will you find there, I wonder? Worry not, Captain, for whatever it is, I'm sure it will be exactly what you deserve. And there we go. We get to chat a little bit with our host. You know, I really thought you died this time, but alas, once more you are victorious, and once more, you've earned a key. Take it to the Praetorium, and use it to unlock the study chamber. And there we go. And if this is your first time watching and you haven't seen the environment that we find ourselves in, very spooky stuff, very ornate and cool goings on here. Let me just take you around a little bit. So over here we have our collection. It's locked right now because we're technically mid-run. We've killed the second of 3 bosses for the current run that we are on. Here we've got our various upgrade paths here. You could see along the bottom the different characters we have collected. We've got 1453 script collected, which is actually quite a bit. The red triangle indicates characters that we have added to our portfolio right now. So right now, the Arbiter, we've put a lot of currency and resources into upgrading them. What else do we have here? We've got our Dispellier. I really love this category here, like the castle category, whatever. We've got like the Lancer, the Archer, Salatist, the Guardian, who's coming in clutch with their 3 defense and 3 resistance. Our Knight and our Sorcerer, who I absolutely adore, with their, you know, very healthy range and absolutely insane damage. So there we go. That's what you use those resources for. And for each boss that you kill, or each new boss that you kill, there's like a new area to unlock. So there's a few rooms that I've already unlocked. And I'll take you through not all of them, just to keep some surprises there. But here we go. There's this large chamber here that we've uncovered, and there's various puzzles that you can do, kind of almost like a Myst style for those of you who get that reference from back in the 90s. We've got a couple doors here that, again, we get the keys for to unlock. Is this the one we want, the study chamber? It looks like it is. So here's just an example of one we can sort of poke around and see what sort of stuff we can find. We see generous piles of money that we can go ahead and pick up. It's very satisfying, actually, the animation and the sound to pick them up. And we've got a new character to add to our roster. We won't be able to use them right away, not until we, you know, die completely and end the run. Then we can incorporate them into the list. We can go ahead and upgrade them. We just can't add them into our deck quite yet. We've got a strange inky crystal ball that we're taking possession of, it seems. I don't know, it's just fun to just go around and like click on different things and see if stuff opens and what might be inside. Word of advice, always check behind picture frames. You never know. Well, this, okay, I say that, and this is the one picture that doesn't come down, and the second one. Okay, well, just you know, take my word for it. There are many places that have pictures that you can remove, and there's often like interesting stuff behind that you can find, like money or more figurines to add to your desk or what have you. Oh, look at this like bevy of riches here. Just sort of go crazy, clicking everything, picking it all up. Really just enjoy, like, this is a great vibes game. There's just, if you're looking for like just kind of a gloomy, mysterious, like just fun time. Oh, that's a nice little chunk of change right there. Then this is really great. I mean, I've had a great time playing this. I haven't recorded it all, but part of that is just because I'm so focused on the strategy that sometimes it's hard to do like compelling narration. And I feel like that might be everything in here. It was mostly just kind of like a resource room that we've gotten. So there you have it. Let's just go ahead and I think we'll close this episode by seeing what the new piece that we picked up is. And then I'll show you the map and we'll sort of do closing thoughts from there. So let's go back to our deck, if you will. And let's try to see. It looks like this is the new piece we picked up. Oh my gosh, the Executioner. Maxed out on damage, pretty decent life. It's got some defense. Obviously, we want to put plenty of points into their movement range. Magic resistance is nice, but like not the most, you know, pressing thing in the world. This would definitely be a good replacement for something like this. Like, it pretty much serves roughly the same function. You know, I mean, this guy's got a lot of health, right? So he could be kind of a tanky type character. He's got, you know, was it 8, but they only do 3 damage. You can get still pretty healthy 5 damage with defense and maxed out like melee damage. Yeah, this guy is going into my deck for sure. And you know what? I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade it. Their movement range, just so I remember that they need to go in ASAP. So there we go. That's how we do upgrades. And just to show you, to close out what the map looks like. So the enemy that we beat there was a tier 2 boss. So as you can see here on the map, there's sort of 3 zones. I expect there's maybe like a 4th secret zone or something once we beat all the basic bosses. But each zone, there's like a tier 1 boss, which is this nearer one, and then a tier 2 boss, which is at the end of the road. What you just saw there was on the right side. I had already beat the tier 1 and 2 boss of the middle. This is kind of like the starting area. I had beaten the tier 1 boss, and then you saw me, of course, fight the tier 2 boss over here by the moon. So what I'll probably be doing off camera is finishing out the run here. I have never beaten, all 3 bosses in a row, but I expect there to be cool and exciting things when that happens. So again, I don't know if I'll be playing all of this on stream, but I've been having a great time with this. I've been putting a decent amount of hours in. It's just one of those classic roguelike characteristics that you love to see, where it's like, oh, just one more run. I've got a new character. I've got some fresh coin to upgrade. I just want to keep going. And I've been having a great time. And it's always very nice to support independent developers as well. A one-man army, from my understanding, and really impressed with the experience that they've put together. So it's on Steam right now. I'd say it's well worth your time. Hopefully you've enjoyed me playing it. Would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you so much for watching as always, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.